watching our live stream tonight on YouTube. We have a great program coming up tonight as we celebrate and induct some amazing players, coaches, and teams into the Maine Sports Hall of Fame. As we talked about earlier in our program, it takes a lot of people to put on an event like this. And we want to thank again the M Club and the M Club Board of Directors for all their hard work for putting on tonight's Hall of Fame induction ceremony. But we're going to take a moment and thank one member of the team that is a critical member of the team, and she has a birthday tomorrow. So join me in saying happy birthday to Ann Maxim. Tonight would not happen without Ann. So Ann, enjoy your birthday. Want to let you know how we're going to run the program tonight. So what we're going to do is, as we introduce the inductees, we'll play a short video about their amazing career. After that video, we ask the inductees to come up and get their photo taken right here to my left with our Director of Athletics, Jude Killey. After your photo is taken, they can come up to the podium and make your speech. So that's how we're going to run the show tonight. So without further ado, let's begin the 2025 Maine Sports Hall of Fame celebration. Our first inductee tonight is from women's ice hockey, Meagan, Aarts.
For 16 seasons, Meagan Aarts was tied for UMaine's all-time lead in career points, 115, by being prolific as both a goal scorer, 61, and a playmaker, 54 assists. Aarts is represented through Maine's record books as she currently ranks 4th in both career goals and career assists. During her standout 2001-2002 season, Aarts posted career highs in goals, 25, and assists, 22, for 47 total points. After Maine, she played 10 seasons in the highest level of North American hockey available for women, the National Women's Hockey League, primarily in Canada, and the Canadian Women's Hockey League, both predecessors to the current Professional Women's Hockey League. In her peak season in the NWHL, she had 20 goals and 9 assists in 28 games for the Vaughan Flames in 2008 and 2009. As a senior at UMaine, Aarts was a first-team Hockey East All-Star. Congratulations to Meagan Aarts, UMaine Sports Hall of Fame class of 2025.
outstanding achievement. It's hard to put into words what this really means to me, but thank you so much. All my family and friends are here today representing me. This means a lot. And one thing I want to say, when I was coming here for my recruiting trip, I never was on an airplane before, and that flight from Boston to Bangor was a little rough. My first time on a plane, and I didn't really know what was going to happen. I was like, what the heck am I doing? But the recruiting trip was fantastic. They threw me in at Cumbie Hall, and I was just thrown right into it, and I was like, okay, I'm going to fit in here. For anyone, most of you have probably been on campus. For the people who haven't been on campus, once you're there, there's just this feeling. Like when you just feel it, and once you're there, it's just, you're alive, and it's the best feeling in the world. And after that, I knew this is where I wanted to go. I canceled my other recruiting trips and signed right away with Maine. And I'm nervous, but thank you very, very much. It's quite an honor, and I'm happy that there's another women's hockey player in this prestigious award. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Meagan. From one Black Bear hockey great to another, next up from the men's hockey team, Ben Bishop.
Ben Bishop was the goaltender of the Hockey East All-Rookie team in 2006 and All-Hockey East second team in 2008. Bishop registered 55 wins between the pipes for Maine while posting a career .917 save percentage and a 2.29 goals against average. Bishop was selected in the third round, 85th overall, of the 2005 NHL entry draft. In parts of 11 NHL seasons, he finished second twice in voting for the Vezina Trophy as the league's outstanding goalie and third once. He led the NHL in goals against in 2015 and 16 and save percentage in 2018 and 19. He was a two-time NHL All-Star second-team honoree. At Maine, he's fourth in career goaltending games played, third in all-time saves, fifth in wins, fourth in lowest career goals against average, fifth in career highest save percentage, fifth in most saves in a single season, fifth in lowest goals against in a season, fifth in best saves percentage in a season. Congratulations to Ben Bishop, UMaine Sports Hall of Fame, class of 2025.
Ben could not be here tonight, so accepting on his behalf is letterman and current UMaine men's hockey assistant coach, Alfie Bishop. Thank you, Alfie. Ben did send along a video message for us this evening.
First of all, I'm really sorry I can't join you guys tonight, but to be inducted into the University of Maine Hall of Fame is truly humbling. When I first got to Orono, I never thought something like this could ever happen. When I got there, all I wanted to do was work hard and represent the Black Bear Nation. But now to be recognized with so many great athletes, coaches, and contributors is something I will cherish for the rest of my life. But none of this would have been possible without the people that helped me along the way. To my teammates, thank you for pushing me every single day. The memories we created together on and off the ice are something I will never forget. To the coaches, especially Tim Whitehead, Grant Stanbrook, Danny Kerluke, thanks for believing in me. Thanks for giving me a chance, and thank you for all the lessons you taught me on and off the ice that I still carry today. To my family, your sacrifices, encouragement, and unconditional support are the foundation of everything I have achieved. I share this with you. And to the University of Maine, you gave me more than just a chance to compete. It gave me lifelong friendships, unforgettable experience, and a true sense of community. To the staff, the teachers, and everybody at the university, thank you for making this possible. So tonight, I accept this honor not just for myself, but for everybody that's helped me along the journey. I'm proud to forever be a Black Bear, and I'm grateful for the Hall of Fame committee for this incredible honor. Thank you. I hope you guys all have a wonderful night and a great weekend.
Our next inductee is from the football program. Let's learn more about Brandon McGowan's amazing career.
Brandon McGowan was an AP Division I 2A All-American defensive back, as well as an All-Conference first-team selection in 2004 and a second-team All-Conference in 2003 when he was named UMaine's most outstanding defensive player. During his career at Maine, he twice led the team in tackles. In 2003, he had 85, and in 2004, he had 101. Twice was tied for the team lead in fumble recoveries, and once was second on the team in interceptions. Following Maine, he was signed by the Chicago Bears as an unrestricted free agent and played parts of 4 seasons with the Bears and then a season with the New England Patriots. He made 184 tackles with 4 forced fumbles, 2 interceptions, and 10 pass deflections in the NFL. Congratulations to Brandon McGowan, UMaine Sports Hall of Fame class of 2025.
Ladies and gentlemen, Brandon McGowan.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. It's been a long day to get here at the University of today. Almost came undressed, well not undressed, but underdressed, just because they almost lost my bag at the airport. But we made it, and I'm glad I'm able to stand up here today. They say one person does not show you or make you, I'm sorry, I'm a little nervous as well, but I'm okay. It's good to see some familiar faces, of course. I love the University of Maine. This university became a home to me, taught me many things. My coaches, my teammates, you guys was amazing for me because without you guys, standing up here is not possible. So I just want to thank the university and my coaches and my former teammates. Also want to thank my family, my wife, she's up here. She traveled with me and she's played a huge role in my success. The things she's done for me that I didn't have to worry about was amazing. But I also want to just talk about my time here at the University of Maine was magnificent. It was incredible. Playing with some guys at the university, and some of these guys I'm still real close to this day. I built a lot of bonds. I also got into some things that you shouldn't have at the University of Maine, but I was able to, get over those bumps and still survive to make it out of here and proceed to my next chapter in my life beyond, here at the University of Maine, and that's I played with the Chicago Bears, the New England Patriots, and now I'm actually I sell freight. I'm a logistics broker, and I've been doing this for about 10 years. It's fun. It ain't football, but it is fun. But that's enough for me. I do just want to end it off by just saying thank you to the university. You guys gave me so much, so much. Like I said, you gave me a home. you guys believed in me as a young kid to bring me up here from Jersey. And once again, thank you guys.
It's Brandon McGowan. Thank you, Brandon. Next up, our next member of the 2025 UMaine Sports Hall of Fame is Bill Schroeder. Here's Bill's story.
Bill Schroeder was a record-setting New England collegiate pole vaulting champion who swept the Maine Yankee Conference and aforementioned New England Pole Vault Championships his senior season. He set the UMaine indoor record in the pole vault and the school, state, and Yankee Conference outdoor records in the same event. He was a team captain who also ran the hurdles. In fact, as a senior, he set a UMaine indoor 65-yard low hurdles record. Congratulations to Bill Schroeder, UMaine Sports Hall of Fame class of 2025.
Bill could not make it here tonight, so accepting is letterman and former M Club president Guy Whitten. Thank you, Guy. Guy, did you want to say something?
I'd love to.
Okay, let's give him the microphone. Guy Whitten.
Thought you'd never asked. I got to get my notes out here. Hope you people aren't planning to leave too soon. Hello, Black Bears. I hope you're having a great evening. I'm proud to accept this award on behalf of Bill Schroeder. But before I make a couple of remarks here, I just want to make sure that I congratulate all the inductees, not only on my behalf, but as Bill wanted me to make sure that I did that for him. A special thanks, I think, you've heard it before, but I'll have to reiterate it. Again, thanks for the M Club for taking this project on, especially to Ann Maxim, Sue Pate, Sherry Damon. Without you guys, this thing would never happen. The Hall of Fame recognition had become almost a non-event. It was totally on life support. When the athletic director in 1918 asked the M Club to take over this event. We were happy. I was president then, and it was really happy to take it on, which we did, and we were determined to make it a first-class event. First couple of years, I think 1918 and 19. Did I get that right, Dan? Whatever. The first 2 years were at the Black Bear Inn in Orono, and this event outgrew the facility, so it's been here at Jeff's ever since, and they've done a great job with it, as you can see here tonight from what's gone on. I'm sure many of you get the Maine Alumni magazine, and have you seen the latest article in there about what they call the 58 to 65, I think, the golden years of UMaine athletics, which, if you ask me, that's right on. Back in those days, there were no scholarships, mostly Maine kids on all the teams. You played for the love of your sport, and I feel very fortunate to have been here during those years. They were good years for sure. There's been many changes in college sports since those days, okay? Scholarships for one. I think the biggest thing, as far as I'm concerned, is Title IX, and women's sports have gone through the roof, and that's awesome in my opinion. Then we have the present day dilemmas of NIL and transfer rules, and God only knows where that's going, but I guess we hang on and find out. Who knows? When the M Club took over, we made a conscientious effort to look back at athletes that were deserving, but for one reason or another that had been overlooked. I think we've done a pretty good job of that in the years since I was president, and Bill Schroeder is one of those people. I mean, it's almost 70 years, and the guy's just now being inducted. I think it's important when considering somebody for the Hall of Fame that you have to consider their accomplishments in the time in which they participated. Like in Bill's case, for instance, the aluminum pole vault versus the fiberglass pole. I mean, who knows how much higher he would have gone. His records, current records, would be fairly average in today's world. But with a fiberglass pole, then it made a whole difference. But, I won't talk too much about Bill. He graduated a couple of years before I came to UMaine. We were fraternity brothers, and I've met him on a few occasions, but you read his bio in the magazine, and I'm honored certainly to be here on his behalf. Bill's life is certainly one that's been well lived, and it's a shame that he couldn't be here. But again, congrats to all honorees, and thanks to everyone responsible for making this event. Go Blue. Okay.
Thank you, Guy. We also have a video from Bill. He sent this message along to us, so let's take a look at Bill's video message tonight.
Hello to all of you. I regret that I cannot be present at the ceremony, but be assured my thoughts are with you. My love for the pole vault started in the 1950s. A newsreel at the movies showed a pole vaulter setting a new world record. It looked like fun, so off to the carpet store in town to fetch a bamboo pole that was used for shipping rugs back then. With Mom's clothesline strung between two uprights in the field next door, I fashioned a pole vault apparatus. I was all set to practice flying up in the air and over the clothesline. I wasn't concerned about landing in a soft pit, but rather just getting over the clothesline. How proud I was when I was able to vault over 4 feet and then eventually 6 feet. In 9th grade, I joined the track team. There were other vaulters older than me that I could watch and learn from. By my sophomore year, I was making progress, but not yet contributing much. Things started to come together the next season, and improvement was rapid. By the time I graduated from high school, I was elected captain of the team and had some wins and set the school pole vault record. Then I was off to the University of Maine and looking forward to competing in its magnificent field house. Once indoor season started, I reported for practice after my late afternoon class. This was always the highlight of my day. Chester Jenkins was my coach for my freshman and sophomore seasons, followed by Edmund Sterna. In those days, I covered all the events. There was not a throws coach, a jumps coach, a sprints coach, etc. Coach Jenkins and Coach Sterna did it all. They made it over the pole vault pit when they could. Consequently, we pole vaulters coached and helped each other. During my years at the University of Maine, I was fortunate enough to win some meets, gather a few medals, and set some records. As my wife Mary once said to me, I wonder if your mother, looking out the window at that neighboring field and seeing her little towhead challenging the height of the clothesline with that bamboo pole, ever imagined her son would one day claim the 1958 New England Championship title. With this background, I was offered the position as head coach for the girls' cross-country and track teams at the Lawrenceville School. This is a job I truly cherished for 20 years. I have often reminisced about my happy time at the U of Maine, learning from accomplished teachers and coaches and the wonderful lasting friendships that were made during those 4 years. I am deeply honored to be named to the Athletic Hall of Fame, and I am sending my thanks to the committee that put this all together. Good evening to you all.
Bill Schroeder. Thank you, Bill. Let's learn about our next inductee tonight from baseball, Brian Seguin.
Brian Seguin, a two-time America East North Atlantic Conference All-Conference selection and 1989 ECAC North All-Conference honoree, holds Maine's single-season hits record with 91 recorded in 1990, including a program record 74 singles. During his 1990 campaign, Seguin pieced together a 27-game hit streak, which still stands as Maine's longest hitting streak in program history. His 66 games played in 1991 are the most by a Black Bear in a single season, while his 161 consecutive games played places him fourth all-time. Seguin, who led Maine with a .317 average in 1992, wrapped up his career with a .311 average to go along with 126 RBI, 156 runs scored, 37 doubles, 5 triples, and 11 home runs. His 261 total hits rank among the top 10 in Maine history. Seguin played a large role in Maine's success during the early 90s, guiding the Black Bears to NCAA tournament appearances and America East NAC titles in 1990 and 1991, and an ECAC tournament championship in 91. Congratulations to Brian Seguin, UMaine Sports Hall of Fame class of 2025.
Ladies and gentlemen, Brian Seguin.
I'm at that age I have notes too. So, first, thank you all for this amazing honor, and congratulations to the fellow inductees. It's a pretty humbling experience. I was blown away getting the call from Coach Durba. We kind of laughed about it for a little bit. It was I thought he was kidding at first, but he was serious. And but I want to say one thing about Coach Durba, and it was mentioned tonight about the Division I athletics today. And I have so much respect for all the coaches, especially Coach Durba, for what they have to do with recruiting, not only recruiting kids to the University of Maine, but having to recruit them while they're still here and make sure that they stay here again. So it's a different time frame where guys don't and gals don't stay for 4 years. So it's a truly incredible what Nick, you have to do, and other coaches as well. So just have to say that. I'm on my soapbox for a second. But speaking of coaches, I want to, I guess, start by thanking them, because again, it takes a lot of folks involved in this to be standing here today. One of them, the first, is Coach Winkin, and he was a legend, of course. He gave me a shot, and just such an opportunity of a lifetime to come play at the University of Maine. He gave me so many opportunities, and gave a lot of us opportunities, and the university should be very appreciative of what he's brought to the community, of course, as well as the University of Maine. And he gave me a shot too to potentially play in the Olympic team, and if it wasn't for my shoulder, who knows what could have happened, but it is what it is. Things happen. I want to thank Coach Mike Coots as well. He's here tonight. An integral part of who I am today. He took me from an athlete from the Lewis and Auburn area. He's from the Lewis and Auburn area as well, but he took me when I got here as an okay athlete, but he turned me into a baseball player. And I can't thank him enough for everything that he's done for me. His wife Lynn as well. I'll have to say that they were both they were not only coaches and mentors to me, but they were shrinks for me off the field as well. They had a lot of relationships that I've had that they had to talk me off the ledge about. So I'm forever grateful to both of them. Mike, is probably many of you know, he played here. He and Lynn both bleed blue, but Mike played here, he coached here, and I just think about all the players that were before me and before our teams that were here, and they really blazed the path to come to the University of Maine. Those were the guys we idolized, and we wanted to play here. And, we just tried to live up to that tradition that they had, and we wanted to be just like them. So we owe a lot, I owe a lot to them, to why I wanted to come to the University of Maine. So speaking of teammates too, one of my best friends and teammates, Timmy Scott, is here. He was my roommate on and off the field for 4 years. Funny joke, he said, he was the first text I got, and he said, I was your roommate for 4 years. I didn't know you had a career like this. So I had, true story. But we get together, there's about a dozen of us. We get together once a year in Cape Cod, and the memories, the bonds are just like nothing else that you can describe. And it's thankfully it's the athletics and the University of Maine that I are thankful for that. My family's here. Thankful so much to them. My parents here. They just celebrated their 68th wedding anniversary this year. My dad just turned 89 this week, and he shot 86 on the golf course this week. So it's pretty impressive. But I mean it when I say that they did not miss many games at all, traveling around back in those 4 years at the University of Maine. And the joke was amongst the team was, of course we all wanted to play professionally, but the joke was that if we didn't play professionally, they all wanted to go do what my parents did because they were never working. They were always traveling around following us. So they wanted to do whatever they were doing. So, but it was amazing. Thank you both for what you did for me and obviously having me be here. So I'm thankful to my brothers. My brother Scott's here. He's way better hitter than I ever could have been. And he is, those, again, guys that I aspired to and wanted to be like. I'm the youngest of 4 boys, and I just wanted to be like them. So thank you. My wife, my son Ben, my wife Becky, my son Ben, my daughter Hallie's watching. She plays field hockey at LaSalle University in Boston, so she couldn't be here. She's got a game tomorrow. My son plays at Thomas. He plays baseball there, so very proud of my family. That's the greatest accomplishment that I've had as my wife and my kids, so thank you both for everything. Thank you for listening to the Glory Days stories. This honor is just as much yours as it is mine. So, and I guess I'll finish too. I just want to talk a little bit about, what it was like in the late 80s and the 90s. I know we got some athletes here, but being a Black Bear in the late 80s, early 90s, we certainly didn't have the facilities that you have today. So be very appreciative of that, all of you. But it was a special time. I mean, the football program was amazing. Of course, our baseball team was amazing. The hockey team was awesome. The men's and women's basketball teams were amazing. I think women's hockey was just getting going. I think they might have been a club team at the time. But everybody loved being here, loved being a Black Bear. We enjoyed it. We went to all the games, to each other's games. We were all friends. It was such a special time on campus. It was one I cherish very much so. And it was just as fun off campus too. The Orinoco and Jetties and Cheapos was there. So Brandon, you mentioned getting in some trouble. I too, I had my issues. But they happen for a reason, and we all make the most of it, and we move on. But just in closing, again, I'm grateful for the University of Maine, the administration, for everything that you've done, the M Club, the Alumni Association, all the coaches, former players, and teammates. I appreciate you all very, very much, and I just can't thank you all enough for this great award, and go Black Bear. Thank you.
Thank you, Brian. Our first team induction tonight is the 1977-78 women's swimming and diving team.
The 1977-78 women's swim team, coached by Jeff Wren, was as successful as a team could possibly be. Winning the New England Championship, the team was headlined by UMaine Sports Hall of Famers Julie Woodcock and Beth Carone. And multi-time event winner Jill Poutsas. The team began a New England swim dynasty as it captured the first of 6 championships over a 10-year period for the Black Bears. The highlight of the year was winning the New England Championship as the Black Bears bested over 40 other New England schools to earn the title that season. At the New England's, Woodcock earned 5 individual victories, along with assisting on 2 relay wins, while Putzes scored a victory in the 200 breaststroke. On its way to the New England Championship that season, the Black Bears went undefeated, 10-0 in dual meets. Congratulations to the 1977-78 women's swim team, UMaine Sports Hall of Fame class of 2025.
We're now going to ask members of the team to stand that are here if they would like to stand. So please hold your applause till the end, and then we'll give them a big round of applause. So we want to welcome Lori Bloomstock Branch, Elizabeth Caroni Prevlovich, Charmaine Cutler, Ann Griswold, Constance Hallett, Deirdre Daniels Pramer, Luann Dodge, Mary Letty, Jean McIntosh Bonewitz, Brenda McMacken, sorry, losing my spot here, Jill Puzis Martin, Patricia Reedon Hayes, Valerie Shambrook, Ellen Sherlock Harriman, Denise Small Howell, Karen Small Pelletier, Colleen Trainer, Patricia Ward Delaney, Janice Wright Ferguson, Ray Fournier Wren was the manager, Jeff Wren, head coach. Round of applause for the 77-78 women's swimming and diving team. Thank you all for being here. So we'll have a chance to do pictures at the end, but right now we're going to welcome up the coach of the team, Jeff Wren, along with Luann Dodge. They're going to come up and take a picture with Jude, and then they're going to speak. Just Luann's going to speak. Okay. Luann Dodge.
So, on behalf of all of the swimmers and divers from the 1977-78 Women's Championship team, I'd like to thank the nominating committee for selecting us for this remarkable award. It obviously came out of the blue for us after 48 years, but we'll gratefully accept it. I want to first acknowledge some of the folks who helped our team be successful. Harold Westerman, the football coach and later athletic director, convinced the state legislators to issue a bond that built the UMO pool. Al Switzer coached the men's swimming and diving team for 18 years since its inception, and he also served as athletic director and set the standard for excellence at UMO's swimming programs from the day the pool opened. Rich Miller, the best diving coach in New England, inspired and expertly coached our divers to be outstanding. And of course, our coach, Jeff Wren. Jeff was young back then, not much older than we were. And I like to think that while he coached us, we helped him to launch his never-ending coaching career. Jeff had our utmost respect as he put us through challenging workouts 2 hours a day, 5 days a week. He perfected our techniques and pushed us to our limits of endurance. We were at our best because of his leadership. Jeff has made extraordinary contributions to UMO's women's and even men's swimming programs. I understand that he has declined this award a few times for himself, but today we honor him for all that he has given to UMO and to us as individuals. In appreciation, our team has prepared a photo book of memories and some heartfelt gifts that we will present to him after this ceremony. Swimming and diving aren't really spectator sports at the collegiate level, and as such, they aren't really moneymakers either. So out of the pool, our team bonded by hawking crates of oranges and grapefruit to cover the expenses of our training trip to Florida during the semester break. During that trip, we had more hours in the pool and were together 24/7. During the season, we also ate most of our dinners together at the Bears Den since the dining halls were closed by the end of our practice times. Swimming and diving are often seen as individual sports, someone winning by a few seconds or reaching a personal best. But behind every race and every dive are coaches and teammates motivating and cheering us on. Our team did have a few superstars, but every point counted toward our undefeated season and New England Championship title. We worked hard, encouraged each other, had great team spirit, and we had fun. We like to believe that the 1977-78 team provided the model and set the stage for winning 6 out of the 10 New England championships in those years, in the following years. The women's and men's teams have survived budget cuts over the years and continue to thrive. I see 33 names on the women's roster for this season. We wish them the very best and hope today's recognition inspires them to train hard, work together, and enjoy every moment. Last week I was bragging about this induction to a friend, and she said, "You are all lucky to have competed at the collegiate level. You were luckier to have been good at it, and you were even luckier to have someone else recognize how good you are. We do feel lucky, and we are deeply honored to accept this award. Thank you."
Luann Dodge. Thank you, Luann. Another round of applause for the 1977-78 women's swimming and diving team. Sound like a fun group. All right. Next up, our final inductions tonight, the 1963-64 men's cross country, indoor track and field, outdoor track and field teams. We have a video about this 1963-64 teams.
The 1963-64 outdoor track and field team came right in the middle of a 5-year run when Maine won the Yankee Conference Spring Championship. What made this team stand out in that stretch was during that academic year, the cross-country team won the Yankee Conference in the fall, the indoor track and field team won the conference title spanning the fall and spring semesters, and the outdoor team followed up by winning the conference meet in the spring. To top it all off, the captain of all 3 teams was previously inducted Maine Sports Hall of Fame member Jerry Ellis.
Congratulations to the 1963-64 cross-country, indoor, and outdoor track and field teams, members of the Maine Sports Hall of Fame class of 2025.
We're going to ask members of this team to stand as well if they would like, so please hold your applause to the end. Jim Ballinger, Donald Chase, James Dean, Horace Horton, John McGonigal, Dick Nason, Richard Perkins, Michael Scaling, and Albert Warden. We're now going to welcome up Horace Horton to the front to accept on behalf of the men's cross-country team. All right, Horace, come on up. Horace has a speech about the men's cross-country team.
Most of you know cross-country is one of those sports where 5 finishers determine the outcome of the meet. And many of you have run cross-country. I want to say I'm very proud to accept on behalf of our team, that 83-84 team. We won the IC4A College Division in New York City that year, and we were led by Jerry Ellis, who has been mentioned already. He was our number one in everything in college in those years. He was from Phillips. His younger brother, Lynn, also ran cross-country with us. Our number 2 man was Ben Heinrich from Austria, who was with us for 3 years. A wonderful guy. He still lives over in Weld, over in that area. He's a botanist. He's a professor, a college professor, and has written several books. After those two guys, who were our top two finishers all year, were Howard Schaefer of Saco, Fred Judkins of Bethel, and I was in there somewhere, along with Kirk Hansen of Vinalhaven. I'm sad to report Jerry Ellis died a few years ago. His brother Butch did before that, and Kirk Hansen passed away in 2012 after injuries in Vietnam. Many of that team served in Vietnam in those days, and we've all been together since then. I'm very proud of how cohesive we were as a team, and we were guided by Coach Ed Sterner. Who knew a NCAA hammer thrower could coach a cross-country team? But he did, and he did a good job at it. So I'm very proud to accept this. It was a team from all over Maine. We were proud of what we accomplished, and I'm sorry that the rest of the team can't be with us today. But thank you very much, and thank you, University of Maine, and the M Club, and the Sports Hall of Fame. Thank you.
All right. Now to accept for the men's indoor and outdoor track and field teams is Jim Ballinger and Dick Nason. Hold on. You want a speech first, then he can take his photo? I think that's what we're going to do. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to hand the mic over to Dick Nason. Dick?
The videos took all my fun away, but you know, we were coached by Ed Sterner from 1956 till he retired in 1980, and then Jim Ballinger took over. But I got to relate this story to you about hammer throwing. When I came to Maine, I didn't have a clue what the hammer was. So I was out there practicing with the discs and shot put, and the coach came over and says, "You want to try the hammer?" And I said to myself, does he mean a claw hammer or a ball peen hammer? But as we worked into it, you know, he was a great coach, I was a hard worker, and we achieved as a team tremendous things. We won the Yankee conferences and everything else, but we also did in dual meets. We were 7-1 outdoor and dual meets. We only lost to Boston College by 5 points. We scored a total of 711 points, and they scored 388. So overall, it was a tremendous team. We had a tremendous amount of fellowship, just worlds of talent from all facets of all of it. And I was really, you know, enjoyed working with all the people on the team. And then again, when I retired, again, when my kids got into college and the high school, I came out of retirement. In New York, we had the Empire State Games. And so I came out of retirement, won all my events and everything else. And when I was 46, I threw 150 feet, which amazed me and amazed a lot of people. But it was a great group, really enjoyed it. And thank you very much for the honor.
Is that on? Oh, good. I don't really want to say anything tonight, but I've been hoodwinked, I think. But one thing that I recall from Coach Sterner, who I later was his assistant, and he used to have when he was going to a meet, he'd spend the whole week figuring out the score of the meet. So if you were going to win by 12, he had it all figured out. And I don't know if that had anything to do with the success of the team, but I know there were a lot of awful good athletes on that team with me, and I really enjoyed seeing and talking with those of you who I haven't seen in quite a few years. So it's been great, and I thank the M Club and the people that have come out tonight to honor the people that are in the Hall of Fame. So that's all I'm going to say because I was hoodwinked. So here I am, and I'll shorten your evening. Thank you.
Thank you, Jim Ballinger and Dick Nason. Thank you. Awesome. Well, that will do it for our inductions tonight. We do have a few announcements to make here before we close out. We want to thank our sponsors and supporters this evening, Hammond Lumber Company, Jeff's Catering, the M Club, and all of you in attendance. We appreciate your support here tonight. So some notes to let you folks know. We want to let the inductees know you can pick up your Sports Hall of Fame gift at the registration desk in the back. Sam Wheeler, right there in the back. Go see Sam. Black Bear gear. If you'd like some Black Bear gear, you can visit Bear Necessities. They have a pop-up shop tomorrow at Alphonse Stadium for the football game. All the latest UMaine athletics merchandise will be available. And the UMaine bookstore is also open tomorrow from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. for a wider selection of apparel and gifts. If you want to explore campus, you could take a self-guided tour of the newly renovated Alphonse Arena. That will feature the brand new locker rooms, state-of-the-art training center, the entry throughout the new outdoor patio, and don't miss the new outdoor soccer field and track and field. Those are also open tomorrow for self-guided tours. It's going to be a great day before the football game tomorrow. So huge thanks to the Alphonse family and for all who have contributed to those incredible upgrades. We should have a round of applause for all that going on in Orono. Tailgating tomorrow. If you'd like to join the M Club tailgate tent, they'll be in the Freshies. That's Freshies Lot B, under the Big M, from 12:30 to 3:30 tomorrow. So you can meet alumni and friends there in the M Club tailgate tent, enjoy food and beverages, and be sure to be there for Coach Stevens' interview as well before the game, marching band and the cheerleading show, and so much more going on before kickoff as the Black Bear football team takes on North Carolina A&T State University tomorrow at 3:30. So go Black Bears football tomorrow. Absolutely. So the game day recognition for our inductees, the individuals and the teams, the recognition during the game will take place between the first and second quarters of the game. So UMaine athletic staff will gather inductees from Section D at 5 p.m. for those that are at the 5-minute mark at the end of the first quarter. For those that are going to the game that want to be a part of the on-field between the first and second quarter. So with 5 minutes left to go in the first quarter, UMaine athletic staff will come and bring you down to the field. Our last piece of business tonight, please stay for photos, team and group photos. We're going to do those again right here at the backdrop. Want to put a special thank you out there to our photographer tonight, Anthony Delmonico. Back there, Anthony? Okay. Not here, back there. Look at that backdrop. That's beautiful. That's a much better spot. So Anthony Delmonico takes amazing photos. Round of applause for Anthony. He'll be back there, capturing those photos at the end of our program, which we are at. So, Ann, anything else you want to add? We're good? All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much. Congratulations again to our class of 2025. Have a great night and enjoy tomorrow.